It is Thursday night, which means it is time to bring the power as the Powerhouse Racing League welcomes you to round number 18 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 2 races until the playoffs begin, and we have a special guest with us driving tonight. Yes, we're talking about NASCAR Camping World Truck Series driver Brennan Poole is the invader and will attempt to spoil the party, possibly, of the dominating Jonathan Adkins. Glad to have you along, folks. We welcome you to our Mid-Cities Air Conditioning and Heating pre-race show. I'm Marty Sakala. Tonight we duke it out for 70 laps around the mecca of motorsports. 1.5 mile quad oval. The stage is set 20, 20, and 30. 2 weeks ago, we were at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in what was a spectacular showdown. And here's another thing you got to remember. We were caution-free in that race, and it came down to fuel mileage and also tire mileage, too, when you think of it. And guess what? There is the possibility that we could have that once again. If we go caution-free, especially in Stage 3, get ready for some fuel mileage being played here. 2 races until the playoffs, and we've got 8 different winners this season. Last week it was Dean Clavitt saving fuel to get the job done. Qualifying underway right now while we wait for drivers to come out on track. Let's give you your point standings for the Powerhouse Racing League. It is Jonathan Adkins with a 16-point lead over Charles Evans. Lucas Gorman 1 point back, 17 points behind. Keelan McCarthy is currently 4th, 89 points back. Chris Pendo rounding out the top 5, 163 points back. But the big thing you got to watch closely is the battle for 12th. Right now, it is Dustin Rouse holding the final spot unofficially by 14 points over Earl Wolf. However, though, that could get moved up. The reason why, Lucas Gorman, in the number 51, may not be able to race anymore with other commitments he's got going on. If so, that could possibly move Earl Wolf as the last one in. Again, qualifying underway right now. You've got your lineup on the top of the screen on our butt kicker ticker. We're watching Travis Burt's the first driver to take qualifying right now. Low line going to be key here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. These trucks, you can kind of go a little bit full throttle, but you got to make sure you let off the gas. Burtzer starts things off at a 30.538. Let's see what Jeremy Edwards can do in his Powerhouse Racing League debut. First lap up on the board goes 30.503 to the top of the charts. Let's watch Jonathan Adkins as his first lap is quick time, 30.415 for the driver of the 17. 7 wins in the Powerhouse Racing League this season and is a threat on the intermediates. Joey Doucette clocks in 4th quickest currently, 30.73. 30.36 for Jeremy Edwards. Let's see if Jonathan Adkins can beat it. 30.41 is the time for Jonathan Adkins. Let's watch the driver of the 11, Joey Doucette. Homestead Miami winner as he completes his final lap, currently 30.73 the quickest. And it is 4th quickest with a 30.49. We now watch Keelan McCarthy in the 24. Currently 3rd quickest with a 30.47. And coming to the line, can she beat it? She cannot, but Lance Brentlinger clocks in 3rd at a 30.42. So now we watch Brennan Poole in the number 30 red machine, racing this weekend in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series for the first time since an injury back in March. A broken wrist sidelined him from competition, and it's good to see him make his return to the number 30. Of course, in his NASCAR Camping World Truck in his NASCAR career across the top 3 series, combining for 42 top 10s and a top 10 last season in the number 15 Cup ride for Premium Motorsports. Let's see how Brennan Poole does on his first lap. 30.363, the time to beat. He goes 5th quick with a 30.436. Brennan Poole out of the Lone Star State, the Texas area. Big shout out to Kayla McCarthy for getting him in for this race. It's definitely a big pleasure to have him on. Second lap for Brennan Poole, trying to beat a 30.363. He clocks in 30.188, and Brennan Poole is quick time. We're going to bring him on in here.
Oh, yes.
There you hear the reaction. Brennan Poole, Marty Sakala up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Pleasure to talk with you, and welcome to the Powerhouse Racing League. We know you're returning this weekend in the trucks. Just give us the expectations you got in the number 30 first off for tonight's rain at Charlotte.
Yeah, I just want to have some fun. You know, I've known Kayla a really long time. We raced against each other in Texas when I was a kid, and so she was telling me about the league you guys had, and I thought it would be really fun to come and be a part of it, and especially, you know, I'm racing in a couple of days, first time back in the truck series after breaking my wrist this February. So, yeah, man, just want to come have some fun and enjoy it.
Absolutely. All right, Brennan, we don't have much time for a second question. We're going to put you back in your room. Best of luck tonight, man.
Thank you.
So that is Brennan Poole. We also got Quinn Houth, by the way, as one of the crew members for the driver of the number 30. We may bring Quinn in post-race. We're not too sure here. But it's that time once again to give you your starting lineup. It's Brennan Poole and Jeremy Edwards that make up the front row. In row 2, it's Chris Pendle and Jonathan Adkins, your points leader. Row 3, Lance Brentlinger and Kayla McCarthy. The 4th row, Joey Doucette and Bobby Matuszewski. Rounding out the top 10, Travis Burtzer and Michael Saccone. Row number 6, it is Earl Wolf and Charles Evans. As we make our way through the field, it's Thomas Geyer, the Daytona winner, and Dustin Rouse in row 7. David Crum and Darren Owens make up row 8. Row 9 is Dean Clavitt and Aaron Moore. Bill Miller rounds out the field of 19. We get your final words here from race control, Josh Susi.
The time. Right back. Thank you. Everything's good for you now.
As the engines are
Subjective,
just about
but yes,
getting
thank you.
fired up, nearly 30 seconds away from our lone pace lap. Let's give you the weather report. 79 degrees the track temp. Cool night here in virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. 77 degrees is the air temp. Wind blowing 2 miles an hour. And we should be in for fun when these speeds are going to go very quick. Welcome to our 3 viewers, by the way. We are streaming on 3 locations tonight. On the Powerhouse Racing League Facebook page, as well as on my personal YouTube and Twitch. Definitely going to be a fun one to watch out for. Two guys making their first start in the Powerhouse Racing League, Brennan Poole and Jeremy Edwards on the front row. Off of the Le Mans style lineup they go. It should be a fun one to watch tonight. Again, 70 laps the distance here around the 1.5 mile quad oval. Stages 1 and 2, each 20 laps. Stage 3 is 30 laps. Ready to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, half a lap from green. It could be Jonathan Adkins starting from 4th, looking for his 8th win this season. Chris Pendle looking for win 1. Same with Lance Brentlinger. How about Kayla McCarthy possibly win 3? Or does Brennan Poole or Jeremy Edwards put on the spoiler tonight? Race fans, strap in and hold on tight, because these men, women, and NASCAR drivers are about to turn them loose and drop the sledgehammer. The pace truck makes the left-hand turn to pit road. It's time to smash on the gas and bring on the power here at the Mecca of Motorsports, Charlotte Motor Speedway. It is showtime. Jeremy Edwards, Brennan Poole make up the front row as they head into turn one. Poole gets the advantage. Atkins side by side with Edwards here for P2. And look at Atkins all the way down below the blue apron inside of Poole for the lead. Atkins gets very tight in the corner, slides up on Brennan Poole. Poole the crossover. One truck in the wall already. It's Kayla McCarthy. Lap one in the books, and it's going to be led by Brennan Poole by 400ths. 3 trucks breaking away amongst the leaders right now. Atkins, Poole, and Edwards, your top 3. Lance Brettlinger by himself in 4th. Maniszewski in 5th. Joey Doucette 6th. Chris Pendle 7th. Bertzer 8th. Sacco 9th. Evans 10th. Here's Poole inside on Atkins. They are door to door looking for the race lead off of turn 4. Atkins gets the lead by about a door over Poole. Again, 7 wins this season for your points leader. Kansas, Kentucky, Darlington amongst the intermediates. Their top 2 nearly touch as they go down the back straightaway. 16 drivers took the green here. Atkins powers away on the outside and clears Poole for the race lead. Now it's Poole's turn to hang on Jeremy Edwards. Let's see what Edwards does here. Does he try the outside? No, but he's stuck in a battle here with Lance Brettlinger looking for P3. Biggest mover of the race so far is Atkins, up 3 spots from the start of the race. Update on Travis Bertzer and Chris Pendle. They are side by side. That's for 7th on track, and the 99 takes it over the 16. Pendle, someone to watch out for here on the speedways. Oh, Bertzer's up on the wall, near contact there with Charles Evans and Mike Saccone. Evans goes through the turf and keeps her straight. Saccone and Bertzer again deadlocked for P8 on the track. Both have had an all-right season so far. We've seen Bertzer get some leading time. He just blinked out on my end for a moment. We lost sight of Bertzer there. That was pretty close, blinking there for a moment, but meanwhile, it's Atkins that continues the lead. Brennan Poole leading a train of trucks across the start and finish line. 5 laps in the books. This is something we're not surprised to see in these drivers, nearly full throttle around this course. Usually they're going to be laying off the gas on the entry of the corner, just that rear end doesn't get out underneath them. See Atkins there, I think I just noticed it for a moment, drifting out of line and moving out of the way, trying to break the draft of Brennan Poole. We're going to move our sponsor logo up, and we're going to show you something really cool. This is a first for the Powerhouse Racing League. Kayla McCarthy in the 24 has been grateful enough to show us a onboard camera. There's her perspective there in the number 24. There she is, 2 wins this season in the back of the field, currently in 14th. We ride on board with her for about a lap. And you can see she is just right on focus there, currently in 14th. Got 8 spots, remember, straight the wall off of turn 4, coming to complete lap 1. You can see that right rear quarter panel damage. But meanwhile, it's Jonathan Atkins continuing to lead, 7 laps in the books, about to be 8 on the pylon this time. Poole still trying to fight off Jeremy Edwards here for P2 on board the rear end of the driver of the number 3 Toyota. Edwards still all over him. Battle here for 5th position. Doucette gets a little loose off of turn 2. Excuse me, that was Maniszewski that got loose on the exit of the corner. Doucette trying to look top shelf here as Maniszewski clips the apron off of turn 4. Looking for a top 5 spot. Nearly touching into turn number 1. Maniszewski, his first start in the Powerhouse Racing League this season, out of the Canadian area. 3 drivers all over Lincoln battling for 4th on track. This is probably, oh, hang on, battle for the race lead. Here comes Brennan Poole inside on Jonathan Atkins. Poole, I think, was saving up his stuff just a little bit. We ride on board with the number 30. It's definitely closed in. The 17, little tight on the center of the corner. Looks to the bottom. Battle for the race lead. 3 trucks battling it out. All nose to tail, a Ford, a Toyota, a Chevy. Poole takes a peek downstairs to the basement. The red Toyota out to the front for right now. Can't clear Atkins yet. They are wheel to wheel. It is Poole by just a bumper. Nine laps to go here in stage 1. After we complete lap 20, a competition caution comes on out. Atkins tucks back in line, holds on to P2. And Atkins nearly bumps Poole out of the way. They nearly touch. And that got really close there. Atkins has to let out of the gas, and here comes Jeremy Edwards, looking for 2nd spot on the 17. Atkins really gained his money's worth. Has to be a cool experience, though. Leading a couple of laps, though, in front of the driver of the number 30 as Edwards looks inside. The numbers reverse. The 17 in 2nd, the 71 in 3rd. Here goes Edwards looking for the runner-up spot. He's got it for right now. Can he get back on the gas before Atkins can? Meanwhile, Poole has checked out on the battle for 2nd, about 7/10 of his 2nd lead over Edwards and Atkins. Atkins taking away 2nd from the 17. Keep in mind as well, there is a 50% fuel cap on these trucks in the league. However, though, not really useful in stages 1 and 2, but could be useful in stage 3. Oh, Atkins drove it in deep. He clipped the apron there, and that's going to hinder his momentum to Edwards. And now Maniszewski and Doucette are closing in, and they're still battling it out for 4th spot. Doucette even trying the outside line here, looking for position. Something you don't really see often here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And Maniszewski tucks back in line as Doucette takes the spot upstairs. I think he saved his stuff up. Remember, that's how he won at Homestead Miami Speedway. Saving his fuel, saving his tires, and was able to, I believe, win stage 1, if I recall. Easily won Homestead Miami. 5 laps to go. Brennan Poole up by 8/10 over Jeremy Edwards. And that's your best battle for 3rd. Let's go take a look at 10th spot on the track, and that is Chris Pendle, currently holding the final spot. Has dropped 7 spots from the start of this race. Currently had qualified in 3rd position as Earl Wolf and Michael Saccone in a nice battle for 8th spot on the track. Ooh, man, Pendle nearly got the wall. 1.6 seconds to gap over the first one out of the top 10. That is Thomas Geyer. Continuing to watch. Now Doucette's got to run underneath. Atkins gets the momentum on the exit, tries to get some bite. Maniszewski almost thought about looking up the middle, trying to go 3 wide. That's obviously not going to work out. Doucette's got a nice run here with 3 laps to go in stage 1. And Doucette clears Atkins. Atkins looking for the crossover down to the bottom. Almost turned Doucette. Got a little bit too close for comfort. Adkins fading back, top shelf, opens the door for Matuszewski. 2 laps to go in stage 1. They nearly touch. And Matuszewski takes 4th spot away. I think Adkins has used his stuff up just a little bit. Fastest lap of the race so far currently belongs to Matuszewski with a 30.47. Adkins still trying to fight back. Meanwhile, off of turn number 4, 1 lap to go here in stage 1 for Brennan Poole. Charlotte Motor Speedway, by the way, is a track that means a lot to this number 30 team, as well as Brennan Poole. We go back and look at 2019, had his only top 5 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, a runner-up finish just by staying out before the final restart. Here he comes off of turn 4. Brennan Poole takes stage 1 over Jeremy Edwards. Let's look at 10. Mike Saccone and Chris Pendo battling for 2 stage points, and it's Pendo over Saccone as the first yellow is out today. Competition caution. So Brennan Poole, your stage 1 winner. We'll step aside here as Poole takes home stage 1. Pay some bills here for a little bit. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors of the Powerhouse Racing League. Our ticker when we have qualifying and our stage breaks is Butt Kicker. Known for their transducers, including the Gamer 2 that adds instant immersion to any game. Unlike a subwoofer that moves air, Butt Kicker products move actual mass, producing a haptic immersion that's powerful and accurate. Learn more about them at www.thebuttkicker.com. Mid-Cities is a Texas HVAC maintenance company that employs the best technicians for air conditioner and furnace repair, as well as replacements. When you ask to find a good heating and air conditioning repair or service company near me, you've come to the right place. To set up a repair service or replacement estimate, call 817-284-3332. They service all brands, including Carrier, Rheem, Rude, Amana, Daikin, Mitsubishi, Fujitsu, Frigidaire, Maytag, American Standard, General Honeywell, and more. So pit road is open this time. You'll see the pit stop times on the bottom of your screen. We'll keep our focus here on Brennan Poole and Jeremy Edwards. Four tires and fuel, no question, is the situation for Powerhouse Racing League. These drivers have 4 sets of tires they can use. So after 2 stages, if they stay caution-free, they will have 2 more sets of tires. Poole wins the race off pit road. Edwards second. Charles Evans up 9 spots from the start. He's now in 3rd. Adkins 4th. Doucette 5th. Matuszewski 6th. Wolf 7th. Brentler 8th. Saccone 9th. And Clavitt rounds out the top 10. Looking at Charles Evans, wow, a 43.03 on the pit lane time for the driver of the 53. 14.57 his pit stop time, and that is the fastest amongst all drivers in the top 10, and we'll compare their times for you folks at home. See the pit lane time as well. So as we get ready to go back to green, we are going to step aside here and take a breather real quick. Hit the little box if you want to. Powerhouse Racing League from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Glad you're with us, everyone. Getting ready to go back to green here this time for stage 2 of the Powerhouse Racing League. Again, another 20-lap stage. And we will reset the field here for you as they look. Brennan Poole restarts and selects the inside line when we take the green flag. Jeremy Edwards currently second. Row 2, Charles Evans, who's the biggest mover of the race so far, up 9 spots. Excuse me, as Jonathan Adkins is next to him. Bobby Matuszewski and Joey Doucette in row 3. Earl Wolf, Lance Brentlinger in row 4. Michael Saccone, Dean Clavitt, row 5. Travis Burtzer, Kayla McCarthy, row 6. Thomas Geyer, Chris Pendle in row 7. David Crum is by himself in row number 8. Dustin Rouse currently getting service in the number 12 machine. Hold up, and am I looking at properly? Is that a right side that's just completely torn off? Did we get a new damage model for the trucks and iRace? And if so, I'll damn. So we get ready to go back to green here. It'll be 15 laps to go in stage 2. Brennan Poole gets the right to fire first. And there he goes, and he catches Edwards sleeping. We're back to green. Charles Evans and Jonathan Adkins side by side for P3 on the track. They come in as the top 2 drivers in the Powerhouse Racing League standings, separated by 16 points apiece. Adkins now looks inside on Jeremy Edwards. This is for second. Adkins sends it into the basement and takes away the runner-up spot. Evans fighting on Edwards here, looking for third, all on his tailgate. You see Matuszewski in the background currently running in 5th. Meanwhile, Adkins getting a nice toe off of Poole down the back straightaway. Adkins thought about looking. Poole shuts the door and shuts the door in front of Edwards. Evans, meanwhile, gets a little bit tight. This opens the door for Matuszewski. Takes a peek down in the basement, looking for 4th on the bottom shelf. Doucette back there, currently running in 5th in the 6th position. Matuszewski trying everything he can do to get that run off of turn 2, side by side, and the advantage goes to 53. Matuszewski tucks back in line. Adkins all over that rear end of Brennan Poole. What a view this is. That is your top 8 all on track within about 3/4 of a second, you could say, or actually about a second, I should say. And it's an absolute gorgeous day to have a race in the Powerhouse Racing League. Perfect day after the new iRacing patch comes out for the season 3 2021 deployment. Evans thought for a moment about looking up to the outside as Matuszewski and Doucette remain deadlocked for position number 5. Also have another side-by-side battle getting back. Dean Clavitt, last week's winner from Atlanta, is side-by-side with Earl Wolf. These were your last 2 leaders of the race. You got Kayla McCarthy, too, in the mix-up, and why not? Let's go on board, show you her perspective. Smile a little bit. Oh, Wolf had to check up there. You can see that she is just focused. Of course, that is a very cool view we've got. Meanwhile, for second, Edwards outside on Adkins for the spot. Now he's getting the nice toe off of Brennan Poole for the runner-up spot. Nearly makes contact with Poole. That got close. Still remaining side by side. When the Powerhouse Racing League was at Texas, oh, he's got a run on Poole on the top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. But Adkins giving Poole that nice push. Into turn 3. Poole trying to side draft off of Edwards. Edwards has the lead for right now. Do we have our third different leader today? Yes, we do. Edwards leads at the stripe. But Poole fighting back on the bottom, and I don't think anyone's going to go with that 71 for right now. Multiple grooves at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. You just love to see it in iRacing. Adkins thinking for a moment about going 3 wide. This is really intense racing with 8 to go in stage 2. They are still side by side, and you don't even need any PJ1 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is all natural asphalt. Edwards leads it over Poole. Adkins, Maniszewski, Doucette all in the top 5, all in this battle for the race lead. No one going with the 71. The power of fixed setups. Poole tucks in line, but here comes Adkins to the bottom looking for... Oh, he got Poole! Adkins got Poole! What a save by Brennan Poole! Holy moly, that got close! Oh boy, let's look at the Scotty DeHati Designs replay on that. Watch this save by Brennan Poole. It was actually the previous lap. And Evans even made a pass in the grass while we were away. Let's see if this can give us a nice view. How about this one right here? Watch Brennan Poole here. There's contact. And we're going to rewind that for you. The 2 touch that looked like that was some net code, and a nice save by Brennan Poole from the Scotty DeHati Designs replay. So now the field is branched out. Jeremy Edwards, the race leader, coming to 4 laps to go in the stage. Bobby Maniszewski currently in 2nd spot. In 3rd, Joey Doucette. Brendan Poole is 4th. Charles Evans rounding out the top 5. So now Poole and Doucette going at it for 3rd spot on the track. Let's look at, after this, the battle for 10th. Doucette gets it on the outside, looking for 3rd. For 10th, meanwhile, Earl Wolf has it by about 0.3 of a second over Thomas Geyer. 3/4 of a second lead for Edwards over Maniszewski, again making his Powerhouse Racing League debut. And that is one interesting scheme, a Sim Nation paint scheme. That's very unique. Poole and Evans side by side for 4th. Here's Brentlinger, Clavitt, and Adkins in this mix-up. That, by the way, when Adkins made that contact with Poole, it put Adkins back to 10th, or back to 8th, I should say. And now watch Adkins. He's going to be an Alexander Rossi-like madman. Side by side with Clavitt for 7th on the track. Your 2 previous winners in the Powerhouse Racing League, and this is not over yet for stage 2. They all want 4th from Charles Evans. Brentlinger and Doucette nearly touch, and now Poole tries to look inside on Maniszewski for P2. Off of the first set of corners, Poole's got the advantage down the back straightaway. That's going to be a good battle to the end, but meanwhile out in front, Jeremy Edwards off of turn 4 is going to take stage number 2. And just a crazy stage 2, and they're all stacking them up as Poole finishes 2nd in the stage. Evans 3rd, Maniszewski back to 4th as the yellow lights are on. So Jeremy Edwards, your stage 2 winner in the Powerhouse Racing League from Charlotte. We got Cameron Kelly out here, says hi. Welcome, Cameron. Hope you're enjoying tonight's race. While we wait, let's take this opportunity to give a shout out to a couple of other sponsors that make the Powerhouse Racing League possible. Scotty DeHati Designs. If you want custom paints for iRacing, look no further. One-of-a-kind recreation of real cars and even spec mapped. Contact them on Facebook and give them a like. Also, Cushman & Sons, Inc. We strive to create the best possible product for your company, brand, or team. Whether it's thousands of embroidered hats or one digital printed t-shirt, we will put 100% into the final outcome of your product. We want to see your business grow just as ours has, which is why we now not only offer embroidery and screen printing, but also decals, banners, and signage. If you're looking to start something new or rebrand your current business, look no further. We can help build whatever it is you're passionate about. Design, edit, or recreate your logo and put it on anything you want. Visit them online at cushmansonsinc.com or call them at 207-764-3833. Pit road is open now. Keep in mind, if this race goes caution-free to the end, we will see a fuel mileage situation a lot similar to last week at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Pull up the butt kicker ticker and see how your favorite driver is running at home. And we will watch Edwards and Poole. This is going to be big to set yourself up for stage number 3 as Edwards overshoots his pit stall. So this will be an interesting stop and seeing who's going to win the race off pit road. Poole's going to get over Edwards, and Maniszewski almost got second. And a great battle in the race off pit road. I got Doucette and Evans and Clavitt, Adkins, McCarthy, Wolf, and Geyer. Whew, that was fun. Fastest pit stop that time went to a 14. We had two 14.48s, I should say. Went to Charles Evans, Dean Clavitt, excuse me, in the 56. And the other one, Kayla McCarthy. That really helped those guys out a ton. We'll show you your pit stop times here amongst your top 10. And then the pit lane times too. Dean Clavitt, the biggest mover in the race so far, up 11 positions. But right now it is Brennan Poole, currently your race leader. He'll restart once again for stage 3, final stage. Joey Doucette also coming on down pit road. Look at the stint lengths, by the way. 22 and 20 laps. And that is not even on a full tank of fuel. Some of these drivers were able to go 30 laps last time by saving enough fuel and using the clutch. Now, when we go back to green, if I'm trying to think this out correctly, we'll have 25 laps. So 22 laps was very close. Who can save enough fuel to get to the end is the real question here. That's what we're going to find out in just a couple of moments from now. And that's definitely as well what makes the Powerhouse Racing League great, especially when we have caution-free races. The fuel strategy can come into play. Next week for the Powerhouse Racing League, it is the season finale at the Talladega Super Speedway. Who goes into the playoffs and who goes home without a chance for the championship. 8:30 p.m. on the Powerhouse Racing League Facebook page. I will not be on the call for that next week. Having a little bit of fun myself. Going on out to family commitments as well, so I'm taking the day off on Thursday night. And your playoffs, how they look coming into tonight. We know that 9 drivers are locked in as well. We do know 3 drivers are officially locked in via points. Charles Evans, Chris Pendle, and Lance Brantley are in. Unofficially, Michael Saccone is 10th, 53 points up. Bill Miller is 11th, 26 up. 14 points up is Dustin Rouse in 12th. 12 drivers in the playoffs. Earl Wolf 14 points back in 13th. And then David Crum is 14th with 371 points. Likely in a must-win situation. Look at this as well before we go back to green. A bunch of drivers coming in to top off on fuel. Watch that very closely because these drivers will have warm tires and they are trying to save fuel. Kayla McCarthy brought them, actually Dean Clavitt brought them in. So watch that closely. The drivers in 10 through 16 have some strategy plot out as we begin stage number 3 should this race go green to the end. I'd give a shout out as well to some other drivers. Pravada Chase, thank you for following. Same with Pekesny Logan. Thanks for coming on out and watching on Facebook. Welcome to our 6 viewers, by the way. So here we go. Let's reset the field as we bring you back to green. It's Brennan Poole, Jeremy Edwards, row 1. Bobby Maniszewski, Jonathan Adkins in row 2. Earl Wolf, Thomas Geyer, row 3. Lance Brentlinger and Thomas Geyer and Chris Pendle in row 5. Mike Saccone and Dean Clavitt rounding out the top 10. Pace truck is in. Poole fires first. There he goes, and Edwards again is caught sleeping. Can you believe it as well, by the way, as I just updated the ticker, that was a pylon I should say. Oh, hang on. I'll get to it in a moment. Edwards inside looking for the lead on Poole. Easily takes it away, and Poole is fading back. He knows he's trying to save. We know he's trying to save fuel. Adkins in second. Maniszewski in third. Brennan Poole falls back to 4. Chris Pendle looks inside on Lance Brentlinger for the top 5 spot. Close racing here. Brentlinger loose off of 2. Him and Pendle touch. Way loose. Pendle's around. Brentlinger hard to the inside wall. Up on 2 wheels. Yellow flag is out. Hard crash, and Lance Brentlinger and Chris Pendle have to go through quick repairs, and that could definitely change everything when it comes to pit road strategy.
Yeah.
Gonna get you a replay here and see what brought out the caution in just a moment. And I think Pendle is called in a night. And I think let's look on the Sky to High Designs replay here. That's the, you see they touched there off of turn 2 after Brentlinger got a little bit wide. We'll get the EOL call here in just a moment. Yeah, Brentlinger comes down in Pendle. That should go on to 3. And hard shots. Look at the 3 truck.
That was a racing deal. 3 got loose.
They called it a racing deal there. Look at Evans. Just missed that one. That was close. Some of these other drivers dodging and weaving the 16. Oh my, that got pretty tight. We're going to watch that again in real time. You see Brentlinger he just got loose there on the exit. And then, yeah, just even more loose. And look at the 3. Doing a wheelie. I thought for a moment he was going to go upside down in the weirdest way possible. Take you on board here with Chris Pendle. A bunch of drivers we can tell who are in pit road, and we'll get to those in just a moment. Nothing Pendle could do about it. We came in late there on Lance Brentlinger. I want to watch Charles Evans. Watch him try and miss this one. Whoop! That got close to the 53. No question about it. That's off the Sky to High Designs replay camera. And a couple of drivers are out of the race. Brentlinger and Pendle have called it a night. So a bunch of drivers did come into pit road this time. David Crum was one of them, I believe. Same with Dustin Rouse, Travis Burtzer. Charles Evans was a notable one. So these drivers, as we have 22 laps to go, I think they're good to the end. You see Evans, too, with some rear-end damage. And they're on the apron trying to use as less of the track as possible. Burtzer, I don't know what's going on with him. He is stopped on the track. That's an interesting situation. Do not know what's going on with him there. Got 2 to go until we get the green flag here. It should be about 19 laps to go when we get the restart. So now we look at the pit stints once again. amongst your top 10, Kayla McCarthy was one who came down pit road. You can see she is on her 4th stint, and now I look at her pit time as she currently runs in 8th. Only did fuel only, so she is saving a set of tires. Obviously, we were on that situation for about maybe 2 laps or so to say. Queen of Texas with 2 wins this season. Let's see if we can pop her video stream up, show you her perspective. There she is, fading away there under the yellow flag. See if we can hear what she's saying on the radio.
Kick out of that. For sure.
I don't think we're going to have anything there. So I think the top 7 right now are going to have to save fuel if they want a chance at winning it. Everyone else, I believe, are good to go to the end. 1 to green, we double them up, and let's reset the field for you. Jeremy Edwards and Jonathan Adkins in row 1. Edwards selects the inside line when we take the restart. Bobby Matuszewski and Brennan Poole in row 2. Thomas Geyer and Earl Wolf make up row number 3. Michael Saccone and Kayla McCarthy in row 4. Dustin Rouse and Charles Evans in row 5. We can tell you too, by the way, that Evans, I want to say, took 4 tires as well. Let's pop up the stint length here and see if that will show us anything. Yes, 4 tires is the situation for Evans. Then there's Joey Doucette in 10th position. I want to look at Dustin Rouse's car again, or his truck. I thought I saw that truck without a right side on it earlier tonight. Maybe this can give us the best view, because if so, that's a very funny scheme. Nope. I was looking at someone else, I believe. May have been Saccone. Anyway, we're getting off track here. 19 laps to go at Charlotte when we take the green. Pace truck pulls on in. Edwards slowing the field up a little bit behind the pace truck, giving some gap as we get ready to go back to green. Edwards fires. Adkins tries to catch up, and he kind of does there for a moment. We're back underway. Matuszewski and Poole side by side for P3 on the track. Really jumbled up after the last yellow. Only 13 drivers left in the race. Travis Burtzer, Chris Pender, Lance Graham out of the race. Not sure what happened there, but a battle for the race lead. Here comes Adkins underneath Edwards. Matuszewski loose off of turn 4. Keeps it going and has third over Poole for a scotch. Poole thinking now that he's going after that yellow. He has saved enough fuel to go the rest of the way. Let's see if that can be the case. Top 4 nose to tail. Thomas Geyer right in 5th position, doing a good job. How about this? That's a pretty cool scene that Geyer is seeing. Brennan Poole up ahead of him, but he's losing a spot right now to Earl Wolf. Kayla McCarthy in that mix-up too. Let's go on board with her. Trying to get by Thomas Geyer in the 8. He's got the run. McCarthy up to 6. We know she's good to go the rest of the way, topping off on fuel in 6th position. Remember, Evans, I know he's got the damage, but he does have 4 fresh tires and is currently running in 11th spot and fading back big time. Meanwhile, for the lead, it's Adkins looking on Edwards. Nothing working yet, about a 2 truck length lead over Adkins. Matuszewski back there currently in 3rd. Show you where Brennan Poole is, currently running in 4th spot. Earl Wolf's in 5th, but the yellow flag is out. And now that's going to change everything. Everyone should be good to go. And that is Joey Doucette in the 11 and is leaking fluid. Was trying to save fuel and not at all what drivers like Kayla McCarthy, Michael Ciccone, Charles Evans, Dean Clavin and company wanted. So we're underneath the 4th yellow of the evening. And let's pop up the Sky to Hottie Designs replay. Ah, that's what happened with Doucette. He came down into someone. Let's look back again and see who got into him. Oh, Evans, you know, he got a little bit loose. And that's what's going on Doucette. He gets the wall, comes into Evans. Evans luckily just saves it barely, and hard contact into that safer barrier for the driver of the 11. Oh! Who was that came in there? I want to say that was David Crum, but do not count me on that. And everyone's down pit road. Hang on, we're going to go back and focus on this. Everyone's in the pits for 4 tires and fuel. Dean Clavin, by the way, staying out in the number 56. Right sides, we know that for sure for Edwards and Poole. Now do they go on the lefts? McCarthy comes out. I think she only did 2 tires. Or maybe fuel only. Oh boy, Earl Wolf comes out in front of Jeremy Edwards. Brennan Poole, I believe, went 4 tires. Oh baby, we're about to have a good finish. .17 seconds for Kayla McCarthy, her stop.
Nope.
You just heard McCarthy on the radio say nope. To something. Susie having a little fun, but we gotta turn that off or else we're gonna get copyrighted by YouTube. So a tough break for Joey Doucette using his quick repair. Falls back to the 11th spot. Oh, keep in mind, per the rules, only 1 quick repair. Next week when these drivers go to Talladega, they have 2. Another driver in the pits, and that was McCarthy. Now, I don't think this is a drive-through. I think she's top. Like, I mean, obviously these drivers are all good to go on fuel. I think she's just going for that final set of right sides. Nope, she wants the 4 tires. That is what she wants. Just probably the same strategy that Brennan Poole had. So this is about to get very good. Now let's take a look at the pit stop times. That will help us determine what everyone did there. You can see Clavin obviously stayed out. Earl Wolf with a 9.8 second stop did 2 tires. From 3rd all the way back, except for McCarthy. From 3rd all the way back to McCarthy and Doucette, did 4 tires, I want to say. Evans and Crum. I want to look at the stint length too. That will definitely help us out as well. Yeah, a lot of drivers trying some different strategies here. Especially after the 2 cautions we have had for crashes. This race is about to get good. Tell your friends to tune on in. They do not want to miss the final 10 laps of this race, featuring the driver of the number 30 truck, Brennan Poole. Yes, NASCAR Camping World Truck Series driver. Racing at Texas Motor Speedway this weekend, his home state. First race for him since he was sidelined back around February, March with a broken wrist. We talked with him pre-race, started on the pole. Great to have him back in a truck. He's got a special room, by the way, in our Discord dedicated to him and his team. Another noble driver that is in here is Quinn Houff, who drives in the 00 in the NASCAR Cup Series, racing in the Open on Saturday. Man, a lot of experience, a lot of interaction here with these Cup guys this weekend, and I'm not even covering the All-Star race, so I'm a media guy myself. We got Quinn Houff and Brennan Poole in the house for this race tonight. Again, Houff not racing. He's a crew guy, and Brennan Poole for this. And then Saturday, I'm in Oswego for the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour, and Ryan Priest is going to be in it. All right, 10-lap shootout. Dean Clavitt selects the outside line for the restart. We haven't seen anyone select the top yet today. Earl Wolf next to him. Jonathan Adkins, Jeremy Edwards, row 2. Bobby Matuszewski, Brendan Poole, row 3. Michael Stacone, Thomas Geyer, David Crum, Charles Evans rounds out the top 10. This is going to be a good one. 10 laps to go at Charlotte for the Powerhouse Racing League. Clavitt fires and he is gone. Atkins outside looking for second on Earl Wolf. Wolf gets a little bit loose in turns 1 and 2. Now helps out Atkins take P2. We got a driver loses. Jeremy Edwards, your stage 2 winner. Definitely not what he wanted. He gets sandwiched by Caleb McCarthy and Charles Evans as Atkins has taken the lead away. Passes Dean Clavitt. Let's go to the Sky to High Designs replay. Up. Whoa, we got a crash. We got a crash, by the way. We come back to it, and Charles Evans went off track, and that's going to bring out the yellow. Late race yellow, so we missed a couple of things here, and apologies for this. We're going to watch Jonathan Adkins here in real time pass. Nope, that's McCarthy. Adkins and Clavitt. Pass to the inside, going into turn number 3. Easy pass there by Atkins on 4 fresh tires. Now with Charles Evans, reports that he went off a track. Oh, that car was just loose, and Crum and Doucette get involved. Look at Doucette having to go through the turf in the Roval section. Solo car spin, and that brings out the yellow flag. So the 5th caution flag is out. Clavitt's coming in pit road. His strategy backfired on him by trying to stay out, looking for back-to-back wins. And did I just hear somebody blow up? Thought I did. Doucette, Evans, Crum all in pit road. It may have been David Crum, who's very slow. So we're about to have a really good finish here now. Jonathan Adkins, for the first time today, will lead on a restart, and you know what he likes to do in these restarts. In the Powerhouse Racing League, he likes to fire as soon as that pace truck pulls in. Catch it. Oh, no surprise, he will catch Matuszewski sleeping. And now the question is, how could that affect a guy like Brendan Poole in 4th, who's been very good on restarts today, too? So a couple of drivers in again, probably using their final set of Goodyear Eagles. So we're looking at about a 4-5 lap shootout when we take the green. Matuszewski using the apron. Trying to save some fuel possibly. See Atkins in the 17. Warming up the tires, looking for win number 8 this season. Won at Richmond about 3 weeks ago. Bobby Matuszewski making his first start in the Powerhouse Racing League, looking for a debut win. Earl Wolf came close to winning last week, or last race I should say, at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Had to come to the white flag, didn't have enough fuel. Brennan Poole in fourth, looking to spoil the party pretty much. Thomas Geyer, your Daytona winner, to kick off the Powerhouse Racing League this season. Looking for his second win. Not eligible for the playoffs as he has missed more than 2 races. Michael Saccone, keep in mind, not officially locked in via points. A win would lock him in definitely. Jeremy Evans making his debut, currently in 7th position. Dustin Rouse, P8. Currently the last driver in via points. Would love to get that win, for sure. Dean Clavitt. I don't know what the heck that is all about with the Kermit the Frog meme. So we should have a 4-lap shootout with Jonathan Adkins, your winner. Another driver in pit row, that's Joey Doucette. So while we're waiting to go back to green, why don't we give you your playoff schedule at the moment. So here's how it's going to go down. Round 1 begins on June 24th at Kansas Speedway, and then the week after we're at Dover International Speedway. Round number 2 is a trip to Las Vegas, and then that is Michigan Legacy. I'm going to open up this link here just so I can get a better view of it. It's a little tough to see on my end. Championship race is at Phoenix International Raceway on July 22nd, and that is the version with the dog leg. Four-lap shootout, 6 miles will remain at Charlotte when we take the green flag, and Adkins again looking for his 8th win on the year, and pretty much likely locking up the regular season championship, giving him 15 additional playoff points. No question about it, who'll have the most playoff points entering the postseason. Bobby Matuszewski on row 1, Brennan Poole, Earl Wolf, row 2, Michael Saccone, Thomas Geyer in row 3, Dustin Rouse, Jeremy Edwards, row 4, David Crum, Dean Clavitt round out the top 10. Going to be a good finish here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the mecca of motorsports. Who is going to take it home? We're about to find out. Watch Adkins here. He's ready to fire. You just know it for sure. He's waiting later than usual. There he goes. We're back to green. Poole gets stalled up from Matuszewski, who's caught sleeping. Matuszewski and Poole now get going. Poole falling back to 4th position. Can those 2 drivers hunt down the race leader? You see Adkins there trying to break the draft to Matuszewski. They're trying to get that nice toe. Side by side for 4th spot is Earl Wolf and Michael Saccone. Geyer slams the door on Jeremy Edwards, gets loose there on the exit. 3 laps left. Adkins continues to lead, 4/10 of a second lead. Matuszewski and Poole just trying to work together. Saccone and Wolf remain side by side for P4 on the track. This would be, I believe, Michael Saccone's best finish on an intermediate in the Powerhouse Racing League. Earl Wolf came home in either a 3rd or a 4th at Texas a couple of weeks ago. Popsicle sticks up, 2 laps to go. The gap remaining the same, 0.35. These 2 likely going to need a yellow if they're going to catch Jonathan Adkins. Poole now wants to go for it. Inside for 2nd on Matuszewski. The door is shut. Now he takes a peek down to the bottom. Bobby slams the door on him. Clips the apron. Up the track goes Poole. This time by, white flag in the air. 1 lap to go at Charlotte Motor Speedway for Jonathan Adkins. What a season it has been for the driver of the number 17. 7 wins in the Powerhouse Racing League. So far, Kansas, Kentucky, Iowa, Eldora, Darlington, Nashville, Richmond, and looking to check off Charlotte. Poole slamming the door on Matuszewski right in his face for the runner-up spot. Off of turn number 4, it's win number 8 of the Powerhouse Racing League. Jonathan Adkins takes home Charlotte Motor Speedway. One driver is crashed, by the way. It's Jeremy Edwards. He's coming home in the 12th position. But Jonathan Adkins takes home the Charlotte race in the Powerhouse Racing League and holds off Brennan Poole for second spot. Those two shaking hands, saying nice race, even though there was a little contact during stage 2. That's just racing, though. Luckily, Brennan Poole with the save, as Adkins can light him up in the smoke show. Dominant effort here, and we're gonna get your top 3 on in here. We'll try and see if we can get Brennan Poole in here first. So
it's a lot of fun.
So we'll start things off here with Brennan Poole. Sorry I cut you off there and you're moving to the broadcast booth, but second place finish for Brennan Poole tonight. Brennan, did you have fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I thought that last run we weren't going to have as many cautions, and I was really worried about burning my stuff up, and I saved a little bit too much, and I kind of slipped back there to 4th, and then from that point on, it was just, there wasn't enough laps, and racing really hard with the 10 took me a little bit of time to get past him, and then just ran out of laps. But it was a lot of fun, and I feel like everyone had a good race, and so I enjoyed it.
Yeah, just following up on that, when we were beginning stage 3, was that just the game plan, just trying to save enough fuel? I know 30 laps on a 50% cap here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, or 25 laps, I should say, won't really take you the entire distance. So saving, being conservative, was that a part of the game plan to begin the stage?
Yeah, I mean, my team and I felt like we could make it if we saved, and we really just, our game plan at the start of the run was just to really not be the fastest guy amongst like the top 4 or 5 guys. And I probably slowed down just a little bit too much and gave too much away too quick. And then, that caution came out, and it was just like one after another after that. So it just didn't really work out for us, but we still fought back and got a second place finish. So I certainly enjoyed it. I mean, it was fun racing with everybody, and wish we had a few more laps and could have got up there and raced with the 17, but nonetheless, I mean, still a good finish for my first race in the league here with everybody.
What's the outlook look like for the race at Texas this weekend? I know it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, definitely. Texas has always been a good racetrack for me, and of course, it's my home track on the NASCAR circuit, so it feels good to be making my first start back after the injury there. So it should be good. I'm gonna have a lot of friends, a lot of sponsors and people in attendance. So it should be a good race. We've got a couple top 10s there with my on point guys in the 30 truck. So hoping we can add on to that. We were really fast there last year and got caught up in an incident. So hopefully we can have a good truck on Saturday and put on a good show and fight our way up towards the front. We're going to be starting 27th, just kind of the luck of the draw with no qualifying and all that kind of stuff. So we'll do the best we can to work our way up through those stages. It's going to be a hot one. So good, hot, and slick track is kind of a driver's track. So I'm hoping I can make up some time on everybody.
Finally, let's give you this opportunity to shout out your sponsors, shout out your virtual crew guys tonight.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan Daly, Ashton Crowder helped me tonight. He's done a great job. Aaron Groskoff, he's really going to help me with all this iRacing stuff. Back when COVID started is really when I got into iRacing, when we started doing those pro invitationals and all that. So he's really got me up to speed. So I appreciate his help. And also shout out to all of our troops in our active military, men and women, and just trying to bring awareness and remember all those families who have servicemen deployed out there. So appreciate all those men and women do for us. And And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to coming back and racing some more with you guys.
Yeah, Brennan, it's been a pleasure to watch you iRace and call one of your iRaces. I'll tell you this before we let you go. I'll always call you a winner at Talladega in 2016 in my book, man. But hey, it's a pleasure to watch you race. We look forward to watching you return, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, that's Brennan Poole that comes home in the second position. We're going to bring in now the guy that came home in position number 3 tonight, and let's update the graphic here for you folks at home here. Bobby, let me just make sure I got this right tonight. Matuszewski?
Yeah, dead on there, man.
That's what I thought, man. I got a lot of friends that have that Shesky at the end. First off, that was a fun race you had with Jonathan and Brennan, and you were one that I wasn't really expecting to run up front tonight, man. Just to walk us through your race tonight.
Yeah, I had no idea what to expect. I haven't raced with any of these guys before on iRacing, so I got one guy who comes and we take turns spotting for each other in league races, and he's a bit of a guru out here, so he's just giving me lines every time, lots of updates. So stage 1, we really focused on saving the tires, and I think I was really hoping for a longer run to end the race. I didn't want it to be a fuel mileage, but I feel like if we had a longer run there, we would have had a better shot. I thought we were really good at saving tires, but just didn't have the short run speed that some of those other guys had.
I'll ask too. You were a contender definitely to win in those final laps, especially with those 4 fresh tires you had on there. Was it just the restart there and the final restart, Adkins catching you sleeping there, that I think really cost you the deal there?
No, I don't think so. I think, like I said, I felt like Adkins just was really, really fast on the short run. Stage 1, he pulled way out, led a lot of laps, and then I got by him late in the stage with a little better tire management, and I kind of knew that once we had that late restart, I'd need something special to happen, and didn't go that way.
How much fun was it tonight racing with the truck driver and Brennan Poole?
That was lots of fun. I threw a pretty nasty block on him there at the at the end, but I mean, my spotter was in my ear saying, "Don't let him get to the inside of you. Don't let." And I drove him all the way down to the apron, but he was getting inside of me, whether it was the last thing he did. And then I mean, coming off 2 on the last lap, I should have been able to get a run on him, but I didn't turn down early enough. I think I could have made that pass and gotten back up into second, but didn't turn down quick enough. He was quick though. I didn't.
Finally, yeah. Definitely. Finally, just tell me about the sponsors you want to thank tonight.
Well, I don't know if you seen my car, but we got the Denver Broncos on it. So, I gonna have to work on getting myself an actual sponsor for one of these. But I mostly just want to thank my spotter. He was just fantastic up there for me. I think large credit to him for that P3 there.
Bobby, great run tonight, man, and I'm sorry, but go Bills.
You know what, man? We could have had Josh Allen. I don't know what was happening there, but what can you do?
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Great run.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good one.
All right, that's Matuszewski there that takes home the win. Now let's go to Cushman and Sons victory lane. He needs no introduction tonight, but it's his 8th win this season. Jonathan Adkins, congratulations. How much fun was that first racing with Brennan?
It was a lot of fun. I had put me out of my comfort zone a little bit. I had to push it a little bit too much in the first stage. Killed the right side tires and had to back her down a little bit going forward. So
you had a great strategy in those final laps. 4 tires at the end, and then just easily swooping your way there by Wolf and Clavitt there at the end to just pretty much get the lead. And then once you were up front for the restarts, you were gone.
Oh yeah, I found out early that 4 tires were going to be king, and I knew that the 10 and Brandon were going to be coming there at the end. I just had to get away, and they got to racing, and it worked out. So.
You and Brennan, I'll ask you this too. You guys had a very close call in stage number 2. Some contact there. Poole got loose and made a tremendous save. Just That was some good driving. That's some hard racing there between you guys, and I'm sure at the end of the race you guys had definitely a lot of respect to each other, coming up to each other's doors and pretty much shaking hands there.
Yeah, I hope he feels the same. We race each other hard and clean, and the first time we run, like on the first lap, we were almost banging doors, but it was clean, and we just got a little close going to 3 there, and I backed off and let him save it, and it worked out for both of us. So it's one of them deals, but I definitely he raced me with respect and kept it clean.
Next week, Talladega. Second time we've gone to a legit super speedway. Give us the outlook for that race.
I mean, I missed Daytona. I was out of town, so it's going to be, I assume it's typical iRacing plate track, and it'll be anybody's race. It's just a matter of keeping your nose clean and pushing the right car at the end. So
I'll ask you this. How good are you usually on official iRaces at super speedways?
won a few of them just by hanging out and missing the big wrecks. I'm going to try next week to stay up front. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. Finally, you know what to do.
Yeah, I think Ghost Race Cars, Dirty South Motorsports, Dirt Slinger Wraps, and My Smoking Hot Wife.
Doesn't even need a script at all. Look at that. Hell of a run, Jonathan. Congrats, man. All right, Jonathan Atkins takes home his 8th win this season in the Powerhouse Racing League. Give you the official results from tonight's running. Atkins takes the win, 7/10 of a second over Brennan Poole. Matuszewski finishes 3rd, Earl Wolf 4th, Dean Clavitt 5th, Michael Saccone 6th, Thomas Geyer 7th, Dustin Rouse 8th, Caleb McCarthy 9th, and Charles Evans rounds out the top 10. Again, next week, Talladega Super Speedway, the final round of the regular season. And it should be a good one. The Atkins interview was a part of Cushman & Sons, Inc. Victory Lane, the official embroidery custom designs of the Powerhouse Racing League. So that will do it for our broadcast tonight. I'll again thank the rest of the sponsors: Butt Kicker, Mid-Cities Air Condition and Heating, Scotty DeHottie Design, Cushman & Sons Inc., and a special thanks to Brennan Poole for joining us. We look forward to having him back for Powerhouse Racing League events in the future. On behalf of everyone at the Powerhouse Racing League, Kayla McCarthy, as well as all the great admins, Race Control, Josh Susi, Dustin Routes, etc., etc. And I'm the voice, Marty Sakella of the Powerhouse Racing League, signing off. We congratulate Jonathan Atkins. Win number 8 on the season, and it comes at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. So long from Virtual Charlotte.